Hi, welcome to the start of the part 2 video on bronze pack method. Hopefully you enjoyed the previous video. If you didn't, I don't suppose you'd be watching this one. If you haven't seen it, I'd suggest go back and watch it. It just shows the start of the journey. Now the journey is the hope that we're going to go from opening bronze packs for 400 in-game coins each. And we're going to convert these through the different squad builder challenges up to gold rare players. Hopefully a walkout, who knows? We shall see. We've gone through the process of opening the packs, the players you want to maybe trade, depending on the value, the rarity, and if there's another squad builder challenge going on. We've looked at the consumables you can get, such as how the healing was selling, how the squad fitness was selling. Now, squad fitnesses are rarer this year. They popped up a lot more in FIFA 2016. So hopefully what squad fitnesses are going to end up costing more money along the day. So if you've been stockpiling them, you should get more for them than you were getting. Towards the end of FIFA 2016, they were going for a lot anyway. So we've done that. We opened up all our packs. I think we had 30, and so that gave us silver players. So now we're at the stage of taking all those silver players, plus any we've perhaps got in our squads already, and converting them to gold players. At this stage, everything becomes untradeable. Okay, so we're either in it to use the players, or we're going to carry on and convert them to gold, and then convert them to rare gold. Maybe you want to stick with the silver players and add them to your team, and then that's fine. As we talked about at the end of the last video, you could use this method just to get silver teams. But here we go. Now, the reason I've started here is it becomes a bit more troublesome building the squads. Perhaps here you've got we don't have as many players. So you do have to have a chemistry of 40. So maybe when you use the squad builder, like we showed in the first video, it pulls through teams and then you add players, and it just doesn't work out. So you may need to sort of just play around with players. You see here, right at the moment, we're sitting at 36, but by me simply moving the players around, because I had the squad builder didn't put the striker in there, I just added him in. But you're going to have to do that to fill in the gaps. So as you can see now we can submit it. So just bear in mind, there's less players, so there's less chemistry because the players are spread out across the leagues. So you just have to be a bit. So it might take you a little bit more, but you can work it out. It's fun anyway. So now we can submit that one. And the key thing to this is we go from it's now 3 players. So we're actually going to get a pack with 3 rare golds. So we only need to do we need 11 of those to upgrade to rare gold. So we just need to do 4 of these silver packs to give us 12 gold players, which gives us 1 rare pack. So this is what makes it worth it. If it was still just 2, I don't think the math works out. The math is still a stretch. You're still looking at sort of 30,000 plus in-game coins on bronze packs to get all the way up to get enough to get, say, 10 rare packs, maybe even more. And it depends which players you decide to sell and keep along the way. So there is obviously some math involved, but there's fun involved too. So there we go. Harry Kane, 3 common gold player packs. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you a couple more, one more that we're doing these silver upgrades using the squad builder. Can't remember what league I just did. Should have remembered that. So we did France League 2, Bundesliga there wasn't any, Italian there wasn't any. So leagues like this is where you're going to find lots of silver players. I might have done it already, but sort of the second division of Italian football. Yeah, there's 4 there. So as you see, squad builder only puts players into their actual positions. So we can then take them and add them in off the bench. Now there's 2 goalkeepers. So what's important here is that chemistry might be an issue. So what we could do here is he's another goalkeeper. So we could just put him at centre back, the left mid and the left wing, because he gets some chemistry in that position. See how he's yellow as opposed to red? And this centre mid, which the squad builder put there, will move over here, and that increases our chemistry. That's the sort of thing you got to look at a bit closer with the when you're doing the silver ones, just because we have less players. If you have tons and tons of silver players because you've done more and more bronze packs, or you just happen to have them lying around, then it's not such a problem. But just bear in mind that I just wanted to show you, it's a good opportunity that there may be a little bit more work involved in this one. Calcio. We just did that one, right? No, we didn't. Okay, Bundesliga 2. Now, sometimes with the squad builder, if there's more than 2 or 3 in the same position, it doesn't pull them through either. So it's actually worth going back and just double checking. So neither of these actually fit, but as long as we sit them together, see, we're getting some chemistry from having them in the same position. So it's just things like this, just chemistry is at the top of your mind. It's still just a low chemistry target of 40, but it's not absolutely 100% simple, to be honest. You will need to work on it a little bit. Okay, so there's nothing else left in the Bundesliga 2. So we'll move on to the next one. So there's worth just double checking sometimes. Bundesliga 2. See, so what? Yeah. If you forget to do silver, okay, it's going to drag through all different players, or you just need to move them to the bench. You don't actually need to take them out the squad, because when you submit it, it just clears the people in the squad, and it ignores everything in your bench. So if you make a mistake, forget to change it to silver with the squad build, and it drags through golds and bronze, don't worry about it, just move them to the bench and carry that. I can tell you about that, there's no point in me actually showing you the mistake, I suppose, and then pretending I meant it. See, well, there you go. Exactly what happened. So, there you get to see some of my other plays. So, actions. So, we'll just get rid of these guys. My Serie A team. So, as you can see, it doesn't affect anything. Now, what we've done here is we made a mistake, so we've filled the bench. So, the squad builder might not be as effective when we try and pull them through, because you want to select the option to not replace players, so it doesn't take out the silver players that are already in there from a different league. So now we're going to show you how we can do it manually. So you go up to an empty spot and you press X to add a player. Silver this time. Doesn't matter what position, obviously, right now. And the league. So we do Bundesliga 2. Okay, so nobody was found there. La Liga. So there's some silver players from La Liga. So we can just add them. It's very much just like adding players to squads. Use the right trigger to pull up an empty space and then fill in the player. Now let's see, what's our chemistry here? Oh, we've still got one position to fill. Okay. So with just one player left like this, you maybe don't want to go through the whole squad thing. Okay, chemistry's 48, so anybody we put here, hopefully, we can test it, hopefully should give us the chemistry of 40. So I'm just going to do this. Silver at right back, because we want to keep something to do with chemistry at any league. Let's test this. So here we go. Here's from the Belgian league by the looks of it. Obviously, I don't want to use my Portuguese. I don't want to use my Aberdeen players because I have an Aberdeen silver team. So let's try this guy, see if he fits. And there we go. He's a right back, even though he doesn't have any chemistry with the two guys beside him. Because he's a right back, it gives us a chemistry of 40 for the full team. So there's a bit more work involved here when it comes to building up your silver squad, but it's certainly doable. It's fun, it's a challenge in itself, it's kind of like a puzzle. Most of the time it's an easy puzzle. The more players you've got, the easier it is. But there's times where you'll be sitting there jiggling players around just to get the full chemistry. So I'm going to go through and make a whole more silver squads and upgrade them to gold players, and then we'll come on back. Alright. Okay, so we've opened up all the, we've built all the gold player packs with the random gold players we got from the silver packs. I've got one left here. We'll open that in a minute. First off, though, before we do that, I want to talk about the math. So the pack is watched as a reward for listening to the math. Because you might be cynical. At the end of the day, it's just, you could look at this as all about the math. Is it worth doing this? How long does it take? How many players does it take? Well, it takes exactly this. To get a 2 rare gold player pack, it takes 11 gold players. Okay. Now to get those 11 gold players takes 4 silver packs, giving out 3 each. So 44 silvers. Okay. Now there is obviously the extra ones because of the because the math doesn't quite work out there, but basically it takes you 44 silvers, 4 packs to get 11 golds. You're going to get 12 golds, but still need it. Every 12th time you get a spare one, basically. Okay, don't get too caught up in that. It takes 44 silvers. Now to get those 44 silvers takes 22 of the initial bronze upgrade packs. And to get 22 bronze upgrade packs, with 11 in each squad to get those packs, 242 bronze. Okay, so for one shot of a 2-pack rare gold player takes 242 bronze players. So it is a grind. Now, how many bronze players do you get per pack? And I don't know. It must be between 3 or 4 average, right? But that doesn't take into account for maybe you're doing other things. Maybe you're storing people for the Portuguese league builder. I haven't looked at the Italian one, but there's one for Del Piero now. Also the MLS one. Also, maybe you're getting people you want to sell because they're worth more money, so you need more packs. But basically, say if it is 4 per pack, to get that 242, you're looking in excess of 60 bronze packs. Okay. For one shot. Now, 60 bronze, 60 times 400, 24,000, right? 6 times 4, still 3 zeros, yeah. So it's not cheap. But you get stuff along the way. You get your contracts. If you do this and keep all the bronze contracts, every other contract you get, you can sell all of your gold ones. You get your manager's contracts. You're getting fitness, which you can either sell later or you can keep and use. You're getting badges and kits, which you can sell as well. So you're getting money back as you do it. Obviously not probably the full amount, but you are getting a chance for no FIFA coins, FIFA points of packing rare gold players. And I've seen good ones. I've got some good ones myself. I've got Rooney, I've got Pai, I've seen Neuer. I haven't got him. So is it worth it? What else are you going to do with the coins? You can just buy players, or you can play this game. So that's the math. 242 bronze for 2 rare golds. Thanks for sticking with me through that. I'm going to open this pack, see which is our last 3 gold players. Then we're going to come back. I'm going to go off and go build these rare packs, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk about shortcuts, and we're going to open up some gold packs and see what we finally get and decide if this has been worth it. All right. Okay, so we've taken all of our gold players we've exchanged. We've added them to the gold player upgrade squad builders, and we've turned them into 2 rare gold player packs. Now we've got 8, and so we've run out of steam. Okay, we haven't got any more left. So there's a couple of shortcuts. I've mentioned them in previous videos. I just wanted to tag them into this video, just for completion's sake. Okay, so here, this squad here, this is a squad build. These are build up of the last few of the players from the gold that I had, and also spares from when I've done this squad builder before, and when I've got, so I have these untradeable rares, which I'm not going to use. Because you might be sitting there thinking, why on earth is he going to trade in a 78 ranked player? Why doesn't he sell him if he's not going to use him? Well, if we look at him, quick sell for 0 because he's untradeable. He came from this competition. Same with this fella here, this fella here, this fella here, and a striker who does actually look quite good. I'll be totally honest with you, this fella looks good too, but I'm never going to use him. So there he is. So we're 1 player less. He's down here. And we add that in, and it puts us full squad. And you'll see on the left-hand side, because I'm covering up the chemistry bar with myself right here. But you'll see if you look at those ticks on the left. There we go. So we now have exactly gold players, 40 chemistry, and 11 players in the squad. So this would be a quick way to do it if you've done this before, is recycle your players. One other way to do it is to simply buy gold players, okay, at minimum price. So you want to buy 11 gold players. Now the minimum price for gold players would be 300 coins. so you want 11. So you're looking at a $3,300 payout for a chance at 2 good rare gold players. It's up to you if you want to do it or not. I got some advice for you if you do, and that is 2 particular leagues which I find to be useful and the best, because what you want leagues where there's lots of players at that price, because you don't want to be buying duplicate players, because you can't use duplicate players in the squad building, and you want to get them bought for as cheap as you can and as quickly as you can. So to do that, I also recommend you use 2, because if you use just 2, then the chemistry is going to be good. And if you use 2 as well, you can go quicker, because you're not having to wait for the extras to finish on the market. I'll show you as I go through. So we're going to go transfer market. The first one is the Super League, the Turkish League. So we want to put a max price at 300, which is the minimum, the least expensive you can list a gold player for. We've got it set to gold and Super League. I'm going to search. And straight away, look, 55 seconds left, there's Cavlac. With no bids at 300, so we're going to bid there. Next one, no bids. Now you're going to go fast because you're not the only one doing this. We might be right now. So, see, that one's got a bid, so we can skip it. Bid that one, 300. That one expired, okay. If you wanted, you could go 350, and you're just going to have a slightly higher output of expenditure. But if you got lots of coins and you don't care, fine. But we're going to try and prove a point here and do it as cheap as possible. So, and it doesn't matter if you duplicate or whatever, because you can just use those. You can just use the duplicates in the next one. The key is to be fast before somebody else gets them. So that couldn't really apply that any more perfectly. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bids we've got, all finishing in the next 2.5 minutes. Minimum bid for players. Okay, so that's the Turkish League. The other one I recommend is 2 clicks this way, is the English Championship, the second tier of English football. Let's have a look. Everything else is the same. Okay, look, 45 seconds. I don't know what bid. Oh, no, hang on. Nope, somebody else has already bid. I skipped faster. So there we go. Bid of 300. That one finishes in 31 seconds. Bit busier in this one. Lots more bids. Let's see what we can do. I've already bid on him. I wouldn't normally care, but I know him. See, he's down there out. But because I know I've bid on him. Scotty Parker. Somebody already got in there. A bit of lag from FIFA. You don't need the FIFA lag. Caballero, I might already have him. Lots of Caballeros. 2 minutes, okay. So search again, because that lag might mess things up a bit. I've already got a bid on Bridcar. So at this stage you might just go screw it and just go for 350. What we're going to do is nip on back to the Turkish League. It'll be 6 clicks this way. So they're nice and close too. You can do it pretty quick. I can't remember if I already bid on him. I don't care, because I'll be doing more of these squad builders, so I can just use them. As you can see, if you have a quick look while I'm bidding, there's a good variety of players. So you're not, you go to other leagues where there's a smaller number of gold players, or the players are more in demand, then it's harder to get so many players at 300. Okay, let's take a look and see what we've got. Winning 14, okay. Well, probably some of those duplicates, because I've got to put the pipes to go fast. Let's get rid, yeah, I can see duplicates already. Oh, we've got 3 Hermachis, okay. Go away, Daddy. Okay. So now we just assign all these guys, so send them all to club. It's a mixture of both leagues. So these guys were duplicates, okay, so like I said, we just send them to the transfer list, and we use them next time. That's expired, good. These are all expired now, another Hamachi. Just wait for the computer to catch up. Duplicate. So winning, where are we? Come on. So it's aside them all. Come on. I don't know why it's lagging. It doesn't usually. I guess I've been pounding on it pretty hard, and most of the world probably is. Okay, so none of these guys, well, we'll see. Well, usually this is instantaneous. Something going on with the connection. Yeah, connection looks fine on the computer. So we just there's just the servers lagging a bit, perhaps. Of course. Well, there we go. Anyway, so hopefully we have 11 players. I'm not totally sure, but we'll soon find out. So we go back to our squad builder. Gold upgrade. So we're going to use squad builder. So the gold. Which two leagues was it again? Okay, it was the second division in the English league. Gold squad builder completed. There's more than that. Where are we? It's lagging out badly here. Something going badly wrong with it. Okay, anyway. Let's try again. Okay, let's try the Turkish league. So there's more players. I thought we had more English players than that. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. We're going to be one short. Important thing is to have the guys from the leagues together to build up chemistry. So one more player. Why are you not switching? It's being crazy today, I'm sure. So let's see if we've got any players that we can use in our club that we don't want, just for speed. Okay, this one. Zabaleta. No, I'm not going to sacrifice Zabaleta just for the speed of this video. Okay, so we need to find ourselves another player. Turkish one. Transfers. Transfer market. $350. Okay, so we're going to go for this guy just to get this complete, and then hopefully we get him, and then I know that the chemistry will be okay, because that chemistry is really sketchy on that squad. So this is a shortcut. So in this squad here, our total output will have been 10 times 300, 3,000, plus this guy at 350. So we're spending 3,350, assuming nothing happens in the next 42 seconds, to guarantee us a shot at 2 rare gold players. Is it worth it? I don't know. But again, what do we do with these coins? These coins are just here to play with. This is a game. So 29 seconds done. So now after we do this, we'll set the squad and then we'll open the packs. Bit of a payoff at the end, see what we get. We won't add them up this time, we'll just leave it to you guys to judge and decide, has this whole thing been worth it? Has it been, looking again at the math, has it been worth opening 242 bronzes, or getting 242 bronze cards for every pack we're about to open? We'll say that's 60 packs. Would it be worth opening 600 packs? Which would be 2,400 coins. Probably not at that stage, but you know, you get a lot of it back. But we'll see. Okay, let's let this guy process, send him to the club, and get our final squad completed. Alright, where are you? Winning. There it is. Advance. What should be a duplicate? Why are you being so slow, Mr. Xbox? Okay. So send to club. Yes, we do. We'll scoot back to the squad. Everybody will still be there, he says, with full faith that they will be. And there they are. So we need to add the player, a right back, a gold one. It'll pop up pretty quickly. He says quickly, as we lag. Craziness. What time is it in the UK now? What time is it here? So it's 6 o'clock. So it's midnight in the UK. So it should, most of Europe should have backed down from this. I guess it's people playing all over the East Coast of America and stuff. So it's just getting tired. Come on. Okay, I think once we get this sorted, we'll probably just stop here for a second, do a quick reset of the Xbox and everything, go log out of the game and come back in. And we'll be back to open the packs in just a second. And there he is. And there's our, as you see on the left hand side, player, we've got all the things so we can submit it, and that's our 10th pack. Actually put the chemistry all the way up to 50. Well, that worked okay. Let's just carry on. The graphics there were okay. So, this has been your bronze pack method. By hook or by crook, we're now at the stage of having the opportunity to get 20 rare gold players. Pretty exciting. We know there's a new good team of the week out there, maybe we'll get some. Let's give it a shot. First pack. Oh, the animation, everything's fine. I'm glad they stopped doing stuff. Griezmann! Oh, come here, you bastard. Oh. Okay. Well, not bad. 83 ranked striker. Atletico Madrid. Nice. And Montero, like a 90 pace left mid. Now I've got the pie up there, so I'm probably gonna, probably not gonna use him, but I might use him in another squad. That's pretty good. I thought that was Griezmann. Oh man. Ah, troll. What do we got for you? Comments. Right back. Turkish. Danilo. Nah, this guy he's a recyclable straight away. I'm not making a Turkish league. Well, I guess I'm not making a Turkish-based team. He's he plays in the Turkey too. Oh, Biabiani, well, I've already got version of him, a free one. He's quality. I use him in my Italian team, 95 pace. So unfortunately, I just have to discard him. But otherwise, he's being awesome pro. I think he's a good player. I don't know if you guys have used him. If you haven't, try him. He's good. So we just got to, unfortunately, we just have to quick sell him for 0. Oh. So factor that into whether it's worth it or not. We get all the way here, and we have to discard them. Centre back, Lazio, with reach, 84 defender, only 71 physical. I don't know where the 82 comes from. Look at that. That seems high. His passing's all the way down at 58. So he's going to be, even though it's an 82, I'm probably just going to recycle him. Morales on the left wing. Play again, probably a recyclable. There's no way I'm building a squad with the lower La Liga teams, the lower divisions in Spain. So both of these two, bad pack for me really. But they'll just be recycled. So no big deal. Damn, I still thought that was great. 7 to go. Let's see what we get as our payoff for all our hard work. Centre back, Everton. Jagielka, Phil Jagielka. I've got him. He's good. I actually, before I bought Smalling, I actually played him in a few of my Prem teams, and I liked him. I really did like him. I can't remember if I've got the, if I packed him in a regular pack or one of these packs, so I can't remember if he's tradable or not. Guardado was the other one. Nice. Mexican PSV, 82 pace, 80 passing, 83 dribbling. I don't know how they'll use him. Maybe in some sort of hybrid team with either Mexicans or with the Dutch league. He plays for PSV Eindhoven. But certainly that's a nice card. I'm glad to get that. Awesome. Right, Mr. Jagielka. Let me see. So sent him to club. So his other one, okay, was not a his other one was not a non-tradable one. He was a regular pull. So now what I have to do is send the other one to the trading. Cool. So all I've done there was replace the player I packed, a regular one with a non-tradable one. So now I trade Phil Jagielka, sell him on. So cool. That works. All right, what we got? Striker, France again. I'm not falling for it this time. Then you header, baby. Alright. 83 pace, 78 shooting, 84 dribbling. Find a way to use him. I've been hearing good things about him. It's not Ben Arfa, who I hope to try this year. And Mr. Lennon, look at that. What a pack. Superb. 89 pace, 65 shooting, 84 dribbling. I'll probably use these two players in one way or another. Happy, man. Happy. Happy. Good to be happy. Right, 5 left, halfway. Where's the walkout? Comments. Right wing, Mexico, Porto, Corona. I think I might have completed the Porto challenge actually, so he might not be much use. I've done some of the Liga NOS challenges, and I think I've actually done the Porto one. Otherwise, he'd be good. So if you guys haven't done the Liga NOS challenge, he would be a good one. And Mr. Hernandez, 76 Uruguayan, plays for Hull City in the Prem, but I'm not going to start him. I've got better players. So he will be a trade-in. He will be recycled. Maybe I'll play him. You know, I just had another Mexican. I'm building up some Mexican players. Maybe there's something there. If I can get Mexican legend, then I've got some guys to play around. I'm certainly keep them in the club. Keep Mr. Corona in the club. Mr. Hernandez, he'll be recycled. Okay, go 4 left. 7 mid. Leicester City, drink more. Alright. Very slow start, but I guess that's what you call a balanced card, really. Nothing too great, nothing too terrible. Backup player for sure. Maybe I'll use him a fitness team, or maybe I'll end up recycling him. We'll see. Mr. Abubakar plays in the Turkish league again. I might have to have a Turkish league team after all. Besiktas, probably looking at being a recyclable player. He's strong. He's not going to come back and defend 26. He's going to stay up front and be strong with his 80 physicality. So he's an interesting player. Maybe I'll give him a run out and a mixed squad. I don't always have to play seriously with perfectly chemmed squads. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll trade him back in. Alright, 3 to go. Argentina, Watford. Pereira! I've already got him. Got him yesterday. I'm excited though. Excited to try him. Haven't tried him yet. We really missed it. So he's just going to have to be discarded for nothing, I'm afraid. And Howard as well. Now this is interesting. We're going to have to see how many of these guys are actually keep coming up. Who's that? If I do this, I mean, there's only, I think, 14, 13 more days to go. If we keep getting duplicates, at some point we're going to have to stop. We're going to have to think there's only a real certain number of players to actually get. Alright, Jan said about Arsenal. Mustafi. Do I have him? Do I have him? Oh, and a Porto striker from Germany. Belgium. Belgium. Okay, Mustafi, 83 defending, 79 physical. I'll have to see how he plays. I've not tried him, but I know I've got a few Arsenal players, so they'll fit in with chemistry. Okay, last pack. Let's see what we do. Brazilian, Werder Bremen, Luis Gustavo. Now look at that, solid. 83 defense and 82 physical, sitting in front of your back line. I love it. 67 pace, so he's no slouch. What was the passing? 70 passing. That's a quality card right there. Alright. That is going to work in a Bundesliga team if you're playing the 4-1-2-1-2. So you've got the diamond if you're playing it with the 2 centre backs. But anyway, that is a definite usable card if I end up doing a Brazilian squad once I pack Neymar. Happy with that one. Kalinoglu, look at that. German Bayer Leverkusen, his Turkish player, plays for Bayer Leverkusen. 80 shooting, 80 passing, 78 dribbling. Splendid pack to finish. Splendid. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little 2-part video series. We've gone from sitting here opening bronze packs, talking about getting 200 coins for jerseys. We're looking for Portuguese players. We've traded them up to silvers, traded them up to golds. And now we're sitting here with Brazilian centre mid who would fit into most teams where you could get chemistry and just a big smile on the face. I have. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments. Peace, take care, enjoy FIFA 17. Thank you.